Hello everyone and welcome to let's say critique of my own photography. I've been doing a few of these videos, so this is a photograph from the last season. So basically I'm just about to highlight a few things, a few techniques that are worth being aware of. This is documentary wedding photography. This is not posed. These pictures not staged, obviously, and it is about a simple moment such as the signing of the register by one of the best men. Here's the groom and here's the best man signing the register. There's nothing special about this photograph other than being a cute moment that I'm sure the groom and the groomsman will cherish. What is there to say about this picture? Well, first of all, from a compositional standpoint, we see here one of the two diagonals of the picture and the reciprocal to this diagonal, this and this, which highlight the focal points of the picture. This is the rule of thirds. So if we divide our image in thirds, we will see this group here falls on the upper left third, and the groomsman, the best man, signing the register, and his hands, they fall on the lower right, and the eye of the viewer naturally led to whatever is on the thirds of the image. Here I have two different things that make the statement about this picture, which is the signing of the register and the groom having fun with his guest and the video camera. So it is nice, it is great to have these focal points falling on thirds of the image. One other thing that is worth mentioning here is that we have two narrative levels. The first level is in the foreground, the priest over here and the best man over here, and this is the first level, and the second narrative level is in the background, and it's the groom and the two guests. There is a story being told by this picture, and to achieve this we need to pay attention to one of the most underrated things lately, which is depth of field. Depth of field is something that we obtain by stepping down our aperture. Whatever lens we're using, if we step down the aperture, we will have greater depth of field. We can't just wash out whatever is in the background. I think shallow depth of field is overrated. If documentary wedding photography is your thing, you actually need to start worrying about your depth of field and making sure that everything that you want as part of your picture, as part of your narrative, is in focus or in decent focus. Here, of course, I am indoors and light is quite dodgy. Churches are quite dark. So what happens here, I might probably be working at f2.8, something like that. I try to work with the highest aperture I could in order to get good depth of field and have these people over here in the background in decent focus. Another thing that I would like to point out is in terms of composition, to be as clean as possible with composition. Whatever is not needed inside your frame, just don't put it. Probably over here I could have cut these two people in the background out, and especially this gentleman over here has a white tie that attracts my attention a little bit. It's cropping closer. I'll be cropping away most of this statue that I want to include, and probably here the best choice would be to darken the background just a little bit more and keep the composition as is, because the composition is well balanced. So I like to keep it this way, but in general just make sure all the elements in the picture are needed and telling the story. Otherwise just crop the crap out. Whatever is in your picture that is not serving the purpose of your picture, just either burn away or crop out. One last thing about this image is that, of course, it's clearly in black and white. I do shoot a lot of color, but black and white sometimes is better when color is distracting or when color balance is hard to achieve. In this case specifically, there was no big need for color. Whenever color adds an information, I tend to leave the image in color. Otherwise, I had this mix and match of color temperatures. So basically I decided just to convert everything to black and white in order to get rid of the different color casts in the different regions of the image. I want to make sure about one thing before converting the color to black and white here, is to make sure the skin color is just right on your subject. Once you convert to black and white, you'll get a lot better contrast and a lot better black and white if your color image is properly white balanced. Black and white is a great relief when there's mixed light situation. Just remember to do a great white balance according to the skin colors of the subjects, and that will give you a lot better contrast in black and white and a lot better readability of your image. I love black and white. I see too much black and white that is not real black and white, and it's just shades of gray with no contrast and no punch and no density. Just make sure you do proper color balance before converting to black and white. So basically this is all I had to say about this image, other than this time I had a lot more to say about technical aspects of the image in terms of emotion. And well, this is not an emotional image. It doesn't deliver emotion, it delivers a cute moment, and it tells something about the story of that day. Very simple image. It will never win a contest, but I think it was worthwhile to spend some time on it. Okay, thanks for staying with me, and see you next time. Thanks very much. Bye bye.